Go!
Welcome to the Lone Shark Podcast.
Hey!
I'm Jacob.
I'm Tom.
And I'm intergalactic ice cream man, Tristan Walsh.
Tristan Walsh.
Tristan Walsh.
You never left.
Nope.
Yay!
What? I'm confused.
Tom said when he was laying down on the floor last night, he said international ice cream man, Tristan Walsh. And I did it again, except instead of
I'd
international.
forgotten completely about that.
I said intergalactic.
All right, I
That's
take
my
back.
thing for now.
All right,
I travel
I think-
space and time, providing ice cream to good little boys and girls.
So dairy is a universal thing.
Of course it is. They got space cows.
I always like the idea, especially they talked about it in,
space cows?
Yeah. Well, just that there could be anything since there's an infinite amount. Like there could literally be ice cream based life forms, right?
Yes.
Theoretically.
No.
Why
definitely.
not? Yeah, definitely.
Totally.
I mean, like, the theory is that the universe is infinite, so there are infinite possibilities. Therefore, everything happens.
There's
Yeah.
definitely a Neapolitan.
Oh,
French guy.
Oh, I got it.
That's French.
now the thing is, the
French
planet,
theme
like
song.
I think like man, it'd be tough to do that. But I was like, wait, we have to have like a certain planetary temperature and stuff. So would they? It just has to be that perfect temperature that's like
For ice
not as
cream.
cold as a freezer, but like colder than a fridge.
Yeah.
Because your ice cream freezes. It's like
The
whatever's in the
perfect
boxes.
planetary
Yeah.
temperature for
I was
ice
like,
cream.
and we
people.
happen to be on our perfect planetary temperature, so it could happen for sure.
No, we're not. There's like fucking Antarctica and shit. That's cold as balls.
Yeah.
That's not perfect for me.
Well,
But like,
generally,
on the
though.
planet, Death Valley isn't perfect.
Well,
for
now it's
either,
too
but-
hot. It's too hot.
Global warming.
All the polar bears have
getting
no
into
home.
world issues here on
No.
the Lone Shark
So-
podcast,
No.
where we talk about life, love, and social issues.
Speaking of love, polar bears. Like, what's happening? Since their home's melting, are they just dying, or are we like scared that they're going to start migrating down here?
No, they're
Big
dying.
people?
B.
No, they're
Big?
not.
B.
Like, is there going to be like a rush? a rush
Jacob
of
and I just
polar
staring
bears?
at each other.
That's because he realized
You're
that's the
scared
truth.
about them dying. I'm scared about them migrating now that he brought it up.
They
Yeah.
can't live down
They're
here.
really big.
Dude,
Says
they,
who?
they'll fucking.
Says
you know what
science.
evolution does?
Tell-
it
can you
it
quote
turns
me?
them into Blastoise.
Can I quote you? Yes.
They evolve. Wait, there's
Yeah.
got to be a polar bear Pokemon.
They have all. Wait, there's got to be.
Oh, Orson or Orson.
Ursus.
Ursus,
Black.
yeah.
Ursus.
I was called
There's a
Tom.
baby
Pokemon,
bear and he turns into a
yeah,
big.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
not white though, but
No. We can spray paint him.
could you just use hair dye?
And then you could use the ice cream Pokemon, just put it on his testicles.
Can you
and
change
then
the color of
freeze.
your Pokemons now?
You can change the
No.
sex, can't you?
You can change the what?
Sex. Can't you
You
change
change
the sex?
yeah, midway.
Genetic
You're
engineering.
You're just like, you're a girl now, Pikachu, and you give it a shot.
Pikachu is always
And then
kind
he's
of a
like,
girl.
his ding dong just like
Isn't Pikachu
evaporates.
a girl? Or Pikachu's a boy.
It's both.
It's both.
Because
They're all kind
Pikachu
of.
is not a specific guy. Pikachu is a species of Pokemans.
Oh.
Yeah.
So wait, what about the Pikachu?
Ash's Pikachu
Ash's
in the
Pikachu.
show Pokemon.
Is a bitch. It's
So
just
it's
a pussy.
Does it have one?
That is unknown at this time. He's probably a boy just because, like, Ash is like, I love you, little buddy. And then they hug. And they kiss for a little bit. And we all know that Ash only likes other dudes.
Speaking of liking dudes, questionable sexuality and whatnot.
Yes,
You
Jacob.
frequently, or you recently.
I'm sorry, me.
Maybe frequently, I don't
Yes.
know. Stumbled upon FetLife through a friend. tell us what FetLife
Why would you
is.
do that? Why would you open it?
Tell
It's
us
like,
about FetLife.
Ice caps. Remember 3 days ago when Tom and Kenny decided to make a FetLife profile
yeah,
for me?
let's do
Yeah,
that.
fucking
No, so-
bullshit.
so
like
tell us about your
segue.
sweet FetLife.
Was this before we started? You were like, I need to come up with a segue. Never mind, I got it. Ice caps melting FetLife.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because my fetish is melting ice.
Oh, is that it?
Ice play.
Tell me about your profile.
I don't know.
Do you remember
my
what it
profile
says?
is, Tom. You made it in conjunction with Kenny.
Yeah,
I
here's
don't
what
know
happened.
what it is.
Here's what happened.
FetLife is what? It's like a Facebook for people with fetishes.
Yeah,
Correct?
Yeah, like a dating site
Yeah,
for fetish people.
play and like ropes and like ice caps melting.
Okay. This brings me. I mean, and then we, of course, Kenny and I went on to write some weird stuff to people,
Of course.
hoping that we could lure in some people.
What, like 3-4 nights ago, we're sitting around playing Marpar, drinking beers, and Kenny thinks it's a good idea. Who nobody knows, but we're gonna refer to him by his full name, Kenny Buttface.
Yeah.
And
KB.
yeah, KBF. And he decides, oh, Tristan, I'm gonna make you a profile on FetLife, and I'm like, Kenny's.
You think that's a mocking voice? No, that's
No,
what it
that's
sounds
Ken's
like.
how Kenny
Yeah, that's how he sounds. It's
That
pretty-
is his voice.
like 100%.
It's awesome.
And me having like 6 beers in me and not caring about anything anyway. I'm
Just
just
ignored
like,
us and
Yeah,
let
definitely.
us do it.
Sure, whatever. So he's like, "Well, I got a picture," and I'm just
Yeah.
standing there in like my dirtiest tank top, which I'm wearing currently.
Yeah.
It has like holes and like paint on it. It's my bumming and slumming tank.
Yeah.
Holding like a Pabst Blue Ribbon
Mm-hmm.
with a flip bill, just like eyes half open, doing like a poor man's Blue Steel look, right?
Yeah.
And then he like snaps
Like a-
a photo, and then he starts like, "What was my name?"
Blue Iron.
Oh, no,
it was
you were-
Blue Iron.
What were you? Something with a swole member.
Swole, yeah, like
Swole member 8008, 'cause it looked like boob.
swole member 8008
yeah.
because that spells boob.
In numbers.
calculator.
And we're
Yeah.
and we're geniuses. So Kenny makes that and then just basically messages every person he finds.
Oh, yeah.
For like a half hour, 45 minutes, and then he gets Tom in on
Yeah.
it, and they start just writing.
I remember
things.
I found a girl that was into leash play, so I said
Yeah.
something about like,
He's like,
don't
"I'll
make me
walk
pull out
you."
the choke collar. I need to
Yeah.
walk a bad doggy or something. It
Oh,
was so
yeah.
much fun just writing.
And I'm
these
just like
things.
playing Marpar, like, I got 3 stars. Oh, I can pay my child support. And so like,
And I was just editing.
yeah, Jacob just existed at that point in time.
it was uploading.
And
So Jacob
they're
does.
like-
I realized that's what Jacob does 90% of his life.
Yeah.
Is upload and convert video.
Is that, yeah, is convert video and then
It
watch
takes
and then watch us
fucking
play Conker's Bad Fur Day.
forever.
It's a long process.
And now, what would speed that up? Is it? It's not your connection. It's your computer. So like, if you had like a super computer,
computer.
that's a supercomputer. Then you
Try
could like
soups.
upgrade it, like convert at lightning speeds. What would you
Maybe.
need?
I don't
more
actually
processor
know.
or more RAM? Like, what would you need?
I mean, probably both would help, but I have
Yeah.
a pretty good processor and a lot of RAM.
well, RAM's more for accessing multiple things at the same time, right? Or am I getting that backwards?
No, Ram's an animal.
RAM.
That was kind of pathetic.
Yeah.
Whatever.
This leads me to a question. Okay.
I'm glad we got off
in-
FetLife real quick.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
about FetLife.
Oh, shucks.
Okay, for if you had to actually choose
fetish?
a fetish, what would you, and you actually had to like be committed to this fetish?
I mean,
and
if
whatnot.
we get
Like, this is like your new life.
yeah,
I mean, if we
Really,
have
like Jacob doesn't export video anymore.
yeah,
He's solely about this
yeah.
fetish.
So don't be like needles in my eyes if you don't actually want to do that. Like what? Like I didn't even.
if
think
we want
about
to get
it.
technical, Tristan already has a fetish.
What's that?
What's that?
Butts,
Butts.
Well, I wouldn't say that like.
Yeah.
red hair.
No, red hair's not a fetish. That's just a preference, I'd say.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
Well, fetishes are something.
Do fetishes
weird.
have to be weird?
They have to be
They have
weird.
to be weird.
That's stupid. That's your fucking
ours
arbitrary line in the
yeah,
sand.
like
someone
yours-
might think it's weird you like butts because they're like that's where poop comes
Well,
from.
That's
well,
true.
first
That's
off,
where his
I mean,
poop-
there was
poop does come
another
from there. That's a science
superfluous
fact.
Men's Health article that was men like boobs or butts. So like, I can't say like butts or boobs 8008 is anything weird.
So
like,
anything-
Jake,
so
like
just things out of convention.
yeah, like Jake, your love of pirate women.
Yeah.
Like, that's a straight up thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be your fetish, I guess.
I like how it's like 2 pirate things came up and now I have a pirate fetish.
Yeah.
That's 2 more than anything else has popped up.
Jacob, I
That's all you'll
know,
give
I
us.
know all your secret fetishes.
all
I just
you're
don't want
gonna-
to share them with the world. Let's just stick with pirates. Pirates is the safest.
That's probably the
That is,
safest one.
that is safe.
What about you, Tristan?
I mean, you can find that at any Halloween party.
I know when the topic of breathe play came up, you looked a little excited.
I don't know what it was. That's why I
It-
was excited. I was like, I'm gonna find out about this thing I don't know.
And?
Ooh. It's just breathing. It's like asphyxiation
Yeah.
and
Like
also
choking
just like
and stuff?
choking and breath stuff. From what I
Yeah.
can tell. I mean, I'll Google it this second. It's gonna
I'm
be
trying
my
to
browser
think.
history.
What would be a sweet fetish?
I want mine to be like food play.
food play.
Yeah.
I feel like
So you're like banging, and then you also got like strawberry jams and like honeys and like treats. So
See, that
you're
sounds
like,
messy.
so even if you, well, yeah, but like whatever. If it's
What about
like,
just like outfits? Does that
yeah,
count?
costumes
happen.
maybe.
Well, you
Yeah.
need that with
cosplay
pirates.
sort of.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Pirate,
Just
yeah, if it was a
cosplay in
like a
general.
pirate costume.
Oh, I want food costumes then. I want food costumes.
See-
girls dressed up like strawberries, and they're like, "Oh yeah, bang me! Oh, Mickey Mouse also."
Mickey Mouse strawberries.
Yeah.
I think that's a niche right there.
Yeah, that's a niche.
That's a niche.
That's a fetish because you said that and like that sounds horrible.
But there's
Why
like
would you-
So it's
there's
not
like
for you.
possibly 3 people who'd be like, "Oh yeah, I get behind that."
We just got 2 new subscribers. Like, oh, yeah. We'll
Because we're
hashtag
gonna
that.
put in the description of this podcast. It's like the boys talk about Mickey Mouse strawberry fetishes, and people are gonna be like, "Finally, somebody just got it."
my people. See, I couldn't do that because actually growing up, I used to eat my donuts with a fork because I didn't like touching them. I didn't like being sticky.
What
so I
the
could never do.
fuck?
I could never do food fetish. I couldn't stand
When I
being
type
sticky.
in breathe play, the first thing that comes up is erotic asphyxiation.
Yeah.
So it's like choking and shit.
Okay.
Supposedly. Which isn't funny, but it's just like, fun fact! I'll put in a sound clip there.
All right, that's why I say silent. I figured,
Yeah.
but then you did it with your mouth, so
So I'll do it over my mouth sound clip. Wait, just. That was a good sound
All right,
clip.
all
I
right,
liked
yeah.
it. That was good.
It'll be funny
Let's
if you
see.
don't do anything.
I think I would pick something where like, all right, one of my favorite things to do in a pool is to like breathe all your air out, sink to the bottom, and then walk on your fingertips like a crab. If you can do some kind of like underwater like crab sex going on, I could be into that. Maybe.
So just
Again, it's something I have to experience.
into that, maybe.
I'd have to try it before I could fully
wait,
commit.
so it's just sex in water?
Underwater moving like crabs.
Oh, so that's specific.
yeah,
It's a fetish.
it's
dude.
a niche.
not-
It's right up there with Mickey Mouse
So
strawberry
like,
sex.
like you have to use your fingers for movement.
That's how you walk around. It's just like on your fingertips and toes, and you just walk around.
fingertips. Well, then your feet turn into
So that would
claws.
be very, very
Yeah.
slow sex.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. But that's like the most passionate.
Oh yeah, tantric. That's what the people in India are all about, right? Somewhere in
don't
Asia.
know.
Underwater crab sex.
Yeah.
Underwater crab sex. Is what
So that
India
would be
is all
mine.
about.
Yeah.
We are making very biased decisions on behalf of an entire country.
What do you mean? I wish there was a country
It's
like
like I
Finland.
walk up to
Obviously,
somebody.
we're not serious.
Yeah, I walk up to a lady
We
with
aren't?
a dot on her forehead, and I'm like, "You guys like underwater crab sex, right?" And she's just like, "Yes."
Now, if
Eating
you
her
knew-
vindaloo.
wouldn't it be sick if there was like Fetland, just like a whole country that was just for all the fetish people?
That'd be
Would
a-
you go?
No.
Yes.
No.
I
Yes.
feel like you wouldn't be able to go on any sort of drugs because it's going to be enough already.
That's
Just
gonna
seeing
be
all this Mickey Mouse
crazy.
strawberry crab sex everywhere.
Oh, I can't wait for strawberry crab sex. Now
now
am I gonna-
now we're locked in.
how am I gonna fucking? I have to do the rest of this podcast with a boner now. This is awful.
You'd be knocking the table everywhere. See now, Jake. After hearing ours, Pirate
That was my dick hitting the table.
does that every episode.
That's true.
Doesn't just plain pirate seem kind of boring now?
Yeah, in comparison to that fucked up stuff.
hey, don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah,
all
dude.
right.
No, I will knock it down and kick it.
Oh, so you're into like the
I'm
dominating.
gonna fight
kind of
your
thing.
fetish.
wants-
Bang, bang.
He likes the dominating thing.
No.
All right.
No.
Like kicking him.
Oh,
kicking her in the-
BDSM pirates.
no.
Nice.
No.
Maybe
No.
like, oh, yeah.
They got lots of ropes. They
Yeah.
know knots.
Yeah.
And smash rum over
I
your face.
know a bowling knot.
Scurvy.
It's a bowline. It's not a bowling knot.
A bowling knot.
No one's ever needed a knot to go bowling in their entire life. Like,
If anything, people need to not go bowling because it sucks.
whoa, it's true.
I don't
Bomb
like it.
drop. Boom.
I don't like it.
No one likes
It's not my
bowling.
thing. I don't like it.
I don't think I like it because I suck at it. Like I don't break over 100 anymore. I get like 80s. and 70s.
He said any more like he's ever broken over 100.
Oh, no, back in the day, I could
Back
at least
in the
get
day,
100.
back when I was a young star, I could roll a 10-pin like nobody's business.
Wii bowling actually made me better at bowling.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah.
I don't think I've gone bowling since Wii Bowling.
Yeah.
That like specifically was like, I could do this on this fucking Wii machine. Why I gotta go to fucking AMF lanes?
That was one of my
Assholes.
that was one of my favorite things. I really enjoyed the Wii Sports package that came with the game.
Heck yeah.
That was like one of the best
It's
experiences.
like one of the
I had with
best-selling
Wii.
games of all time just because it came with it.
I mean, wasn't the same thing true about Super Mario Bros? 'Cause it was
Yeah.
paired with the NES.
Yeah.
Didn't they do some LTP, like some Link to the Past with the Super Nintendo?
What? Yeah, they did a bundle with that. It's like how they just did a bundle with the Wii U, and they have they got a Wind
Nintendo
Waker
Land.
one. They got a Mario one.
Isn't there a Nintendo Land? one?
That was the initial.
Oh.
That was the initial bundle.
They do bundles for all the big releases now,
Yeah,
or at least
well,
some kind
like,
of
they don't-
console
I don't
exclusive.
think they have. Yeah, they don't have a Pikmin one.
No.
Um.
I think a Pikmin exclusive console would be kind of cool with like a
Oh
little
fuck
Pikmin
yeah! I
all
would have
over
bought
it.
the shit out of
Yeah,
that.
you would've.
I would have spent the extra money
Yeah.
to get that. I am pretty stoked. Did you guys see the new Smash Bros 3DS?
No.
Oh, like
the
themed
yeah,
3DS?
the themed one.
No.
It's like chrome red, and then it's got like it's pretty similar looking to like
Yeah.
the Melee where they're all like standing next to each other and it
Okay.
like, does the line
Oh, like the
shot.
artwork is?
But it's like Link and Mario and I think Kirby and like Pikachu and Samus. It's like it's like 5 or 6 people just like, but they're done like silver overlay. It looks cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
It looks pretty like
I still don't know the
spiffy.
3DS.
A what?
The 3DS. Still don't
I haven't
know
touched
about-
mine.
Well, you got to
since
get
I-
one because we're gonna play Monster Hunter. We're gonna play Monster Hunter when it comes out at the beginning of next year.
That's right. Like, is it only on the 3DS?
Yeah.
You know what you can
Maybe
do?
fuck.
I have to buy a whole new system to play it.
Yeah, you could probably get a 3DS. I got mine for $90 months and months ago.
Well, what
That
three
pla-
times.
I got mine for
Three times
All
I've
right,
gotten a 3DS for
$90
$90.
for like a used one, plus the $60 for the game.
No, it's $40 because of the 3DS game.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, that's still $130. That's 2 games.
Yeah.
If it was just on a normal console.
Well,
that
like
I own,
then, yeah, but
that'd
then
be-
like, a normal console that you own because you
Yeah.
only own last gen consoles.
But
at
now
this
you've
point.
opened up the portal of 3DS games.
touche.
Yeah.
You can open up any. Then you've got
Yeah,
the whole universe.
and then at that point, like, there's already a substantial
And
3DS
DS
library to
and
play.
DS
I should
games,
hope so.
like-
It's been out for a
have
while.
you seen how many 3DS games I own?
No.
I own like 15, and I've played like 5.
there's that awful submarine game.
Okay.
Steel Diver.
God, I played that.
I bought that for $4 at Best Buy, brand new.
I
That's probably
played
too
it. I
much.
played it at like the kiosk at Best
Yeah,
Buy.
the demo
it
one?
sucked.
Ah, it's whatever.
Well, what is Monster Hunter?
It's not
It's
yet.
What is Monster Hunter? What
Monster
kind of
Hunter
game
is
it
it's basically what the fucking title is.
Yeah.
Hunt monsters.
You're a hero. And
I
you
was
just-
thinking of Harvest Moon for a second.
No,
So
completely different.
so-
Harvest
The
Moon,
opposite.
Harvest Moon, you grow radishes.
yeah, it's
Monster
like,
Hunter, you slay dragons.
is it like an RPG? Like, is it like Dragon Warrior where you kind of level up throughout?
Yeah, but it's like a real-time action.
real-time action, and you it's
instead,
like-
instead of like turn-based like Dragon Warrior. Dragon Warrior is like you click like attack, and
Yeah.
then you attack and he attacks.
Oh,
This
okay.
one's like the monster's like, oh, I'm attacking you, and you're like, oh, I'm dodging you and fighting back. You know.
And you go. And you can go with your friends. And
And
like,
if you get a 3DS, you can have the same regrets as Tristan as when you don't bring it to big
Yeah,
meetings.
yeah.
To
I
not
have.
get all the,
I have now been to 3 or 4 conventions where 3DSs run rampant through the fucking hallways and not brought in it. There's even been
Yep.
2 conventions where we have gone back home and then gone the second day, and I still did not remember.
Yeah.
Like the day one, I was like, I didn't bring my 3DS. Fuck, I'm missing all
Yeah.
the friend codes, all the passes. I gotta get it for tomorrow. And then the next day rolls around, and then we go up there, and it's like, yeah, I can't
Yeah.
wait for fucking bullshit. I forgot it again.
Yeah.
I have no friends on 3DS
That's
because
so sad.
like the only people I meet are like 3 7-year-olds at a McDonald's down the road, and they're like, "Oh, we're playing Animal Crossing," and I'm like, "Fuck you, kids! Just I need your puzzle pieces."
And we just went from Tampa Bay Comic Con, and
Yeah.
as a VIP,
as
do you imagine the number of friends you would
as
have gotten?
Lone Shark Media VIPs?
Yeah.
we just
VIPs as VIPs.
yes,
Yeah.
as VIPs.
They were like, "Are you guys from the podcast and the videos on the YouTube?" And we were like, "Why are you speaking
Yeah.
like that?"
We're like,
Kiosk
shut up.
Do you
man.
have a speech impediment?
Yeah.
And then he was like, "I enjoy videos you make. Thank you. Here go." And then we're like, "Oh, he's
a
Bizarro.
Oh,
Yep.
He's Bizarro."
And Bizarro gave us our VIP passes.
Yeah,
We
that's
rock
how
face.
VIP
we got
were.
to see John Reese Davis.
Oh, Gimli.
Straight
Tristan,
up.
who
Boring.
Tristan
Front
really
and
enjoyed.
center. Me and Tom were enthralled the
He
whole
was
time.
awesome.
Tristan took a nap.
Yep.
I
Took
took
a nap.
I took a
Okay,
literal nap.
he didn't just like sit in his chair and take a nap. We were in the VIP front
We're
center,
like
roped
front
off,
row.
roped off section,
Yeah. It's
and
like-
there was only like 15 of us in like
A
50
and-
seat
yeah, and, like, there's
area.
50 chairs
So he
inside.
laid out on like
I
4
did.
chairs and
I-
just slept in the VIP
Yeah.
I
section.
I was
Instagrammed and
embarrassed.
then I napped and then like I was like, well, maybe it's rude to nap, but then again, I'm a VIP,
Yeah.
so I'll do whatever the fuck I want right
I mean,
now.
I
me-
didn't pay good money for this, so
Yeah.
I have the option to sleep.
Me
I
and-
don't care.
Actually, I was embarrassed because I was too enthralled.
yeah,
with Jonathan Rhys
But,
Davies.
well,
to
like
be
here's the
frank.
thing, I don't care about Lord of the Rings
or Indiana Jones
or
any of
Indiana
that shit.
Jones.
Yeah.
I've seen 3 Indiana Jones and half of the second one.
Yeah.
because we watched it at Jacob's house for a little bit.
Yeah, Temple of Doom.
But like even then, I was just like, I don't care. He seemed very like pompous and long-winded.
He's
you guys are
British.
enthralled. That's fine. You guys can be enthralled. I can like different things than you.
Nah.
I think I might. I
It's
think I would have
majority
had
rules.
way
Okay.
more fun at the Mark Summers Q&A.
No, you absolutely would have. But I was excited for one that he had like thought-provoking, interesting things to say, and
Yeah.
2, I was excited that it was listed as a Q&A panel, but he spent most of the time just
He was
talking.
our last one, right?
Yeah, he spent most of his time talking, and then like the back for the last like 20 minutes for questions. But because he talked so much,
Yeah.
we didn't have to hear as many stupid
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
questions.
Like
just
we
like
did at
bullshit individuals.
Like we did at Evan Peters.
People out there that go to conventions, if you don't have an interesting question,
Don't get in the line.
Don't get in the line. You're just making other people that have good
Yeah.
like.
There's probably people who
Okay.
came to that convention just to talk to him.
Yeah.
And they don't get to ask their questions
Exactly.
now.
Okay, I couldn't think of like I could think of any question like, oh, what was it like being Gimli? Like, that's,
Do you like celery?
yeah, like, but that's not like something.
not good.
That's not a good, interesting question. Do you know what I didn't do? I didn't get in the line that I easily could have gotten to the front at because I was in the
Because of the
VIP
VIP.
section.
Yeah.
But I didn't because I didn't have a good question.
Yeah.
And we had to listen to just a bunch of shitty questions and people that were trying to get their 5 seconds in the sun.
Oh, yeah.
Being
Oh,
jokesters.
that guy.
gosh.
Evan Peters. We had the one guy. He like walks up to the thing and he's like, first he does the shtick where he's pretending to talk on a cell phone. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm about to talk to Evan Peters. Kind of a big deal. Yeah, I know." And everybody's like, "Hey, hey."
This is at the Evan Peters
Yeah. He
did.
panel.
He did
by
Who
the
was
way.
Tate, American Horror Story?
He did a Quicksilver from the new
Days of Future
X-Men.
Past.
Godzilla,
He.
the monster.
Oh, did we talk Spider-Man? Spider-Man 2? Did we? I gotta talk to Evan Peters now. I'm British for some reason. He wasn't
He was-
British.
he was just an asshole.
And then he's just like, sorry about that, Mr. Peters. Blah, blah, blah. And then
And that got like a small chuckle. And they're like,
and then
all
it's
right,
like, all right,
get
you
your
did a
question.
shtick. All right, ask your question. And then he's like, then he leads into his question,
I-
quote unquote.
That was
for
more
about
like a
minute.
monologue
For
with
about
a
minute,
question
yeah.
mark at the end.
Yeah, it was like I'm talking on behalf. I wanted to ask a question that everybody. I'm dumbing it down, obviously.
Yeah.
He just kept going. So
So
the
let me
spotlight
ask
would
you
be
a
on
question.
him.
Let me ask you a
Yeah.
question that's on behalf
On
of everyone
everybody's
else.
mind.
So thank goodness I'm
Blah, blah,
here
blah,
asking
blah,
my
blah, blah,
question.
blah.
Why
Minute
are you
of
so
talking.
cute?
Minute
Oh,
of talking. Yeah,
God.
minute of talking. Why are you so cute? And then
Just
there's-
like that.
And
Oh.
then,
And then, no, and you're like, oh, he just want to ask a stupid question. All right. No, he wasn't done.
And then he wasn't done. And then Evan Peters was like, thanks. And then he's like, no, but my real question, still pay attention to me.
Yeah.
Nobody who I think was dressed as Phoenix Wright. Wow, 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 wow. Pay attention. Then he asked some fucking stupid questions.
I don't
like,
even remember the question.
It was, if you ate yourself, would you grow twice
my
as big
God.
or would you cease to
Yeah.
exist? And then Evan Peters was like, that's a weird question. I don't know how to answer that. And then he just kept
Yeah, he
talking.
kept
so it'd be on
reiterating
him.
it.
Yeah.
I'm like 2 seats away from him.
Yeah.
And I'm just going, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up. Sit down. Nobody likes you. And then I had like 2 people turn around and just like nod in affirmance, like, yes, I agree with you. He is a shitbag.
Because then Peters would be like, I wouldn't eat myself. No, we'll think
Yeah,
about it
well,
this
think
way.
about it this way.
It's like-
sit down.
Yeah, you just took
People
out-
have decent questions. People want to be here.
He took up
You're
probably
an
3
ass.
questions worth.
So be forewarned.
Yeah.
If we ever get to the point where we have a panel
If
and
you-
you ask a dumb question where you're trying to be,
I might fight
It's
you.
fine to make a joke. It's fine to ask a funny question.
Yeah.
But if you try to make like a 5-minute monologue of you trying to be the funny guy,
Tell you to sit
we
down.
will yell at you and make you leave.
I might
It
fight
will
you.
happen. Tristan is like he.
I might fight you. I
Ooh.
just need an
You
excuse.
could pie him in the face.
The guy comes up to me. He's like, how many times have you guys kissed each other? And we're like, oh, ha ha.
Well, I
ha.
don't know. That could
like
be a
100
legitimate
times.
question.
He's like, but seriously, also this question. Well, I guess this thing. And then he does like a monologue. And then
Why
I'd be
are you
like,
so
all right.
cute,
And then I would
Tristan?
just start. I would just be doing push-ups while he does
Oh
this.
yeah,
5
probably
minute
the
monologue
whole
till I
the
get
whole
pumped.
interview, the whole
And then
panel.
I would take like 4 margaritas. And then I would just be like, all right, let's do this dance. Let's do this dance. And then I would get arrested.
You hate more
And then it
margaritas.
would be a good story for the podcast.
Yeah.
It would be a great podcast.
Also,
story.
I don't know if it bothers you. I mean, it doesn't really bother me that much, but Evan Peters knows every girl in that room loves him. You don't have to go up and start every sentence with, first off, I love you.
Oh,
he knows
oh,
it. You just sat in an
God.
hour-long talk with him. He
was
knows
at
you
least
love
like,
him.
That was at least like 9 girls.
But yeah,
And,
every
like,
girl.
What?
And
what
what
is
None
their,
for Jonathan Rhys Davies.
what
What
is
the
their
heck?
what is their goal? What is
Yeah.
their ultimate
He
goal?
has a
Will you
fiance.
bang me?
I love
And
you.
then he's
Oh,
just
wait, you're the one. You're the one,
he's
aren't
like,
you?
oh.
I love you.
Oh wait, never mind. And he just like pushes his fiance aside.
I
He's
saw
just
you
like,
earlier. I didn't know if it was
saw
mutual.
you earlier
Yeah.
dressed as Goku from Dragon Ball Z, and I
Goku.
knew. I fucking knew.
Yeah.
Do you want to be on the next season of American Horror Story with me? Take my hand, I'll whisk you away, and then they fly through the fucking ceiling. That's not real.
No.
It's not
People
gonna-
don't do that.
It's not gonna happen.
Because they can't just fly. They're not Peter
Yeah.
Pan.
But other than that, he was a good panel. He was funny.
Yeah.
He was quick.
He
and, like,
handled
was,
it really
yeah,
well.
He was a humorous
All
guy.
the bullshit. He handled it better than we would.
And he seemed like a decent.
He was just a
Cool
regular
dude.
guy.
Yeah.
He didn't have a big head about anything.
No, he just wanted to answer your questions, and he just wanted you to be like
Maybe a little nervous.
Yeah, he seemed.
Yeah.
it seemed like
There
not-
were a lot of fucking people there.
Yeah, and not his environment also.
Yeah.
Compared to Davis or whatever.
I mean, how many
Davies.
panels do you think he's
Yeah.
done at this point? Probably
Yeah.
not too many.
Yeah.
A couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because
He's probably not used
he
to
probably
it.
didn't do the circuit until he was in X-Men.
Yeah.
Then they're like, oh, be in our comic things, and he's like, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like he's probably not used to it yet.
sure, okay, yeah, sure. I mean, he
Yeah.
had his whole family there. And then like the one girl's like,
That
I'm
was
not
fun.
wearing underwear or whatever.
He
Or
was-
my underwear is clean. He's just like, my mom's here in the front row.
He's just like,
and my
"Ha,
sister
where's my mom?"
and my dad.
And my brother.
This
and
is weird.
grandma.
That was cool. Basically, Evan Peters, cool guy.
Yeah.
Guy who asks questions, now cool guy.
Cool guy, Mark Summers.
Great guy,
Oh,
Mark
yes.
Summers. Because Mark Summers seemed as jaded and angry as we did.
Well, let's like explain like how we saw Mark Summers.
Yeah.
They did Nerdy Family Double Dare.
Yep.
For some reason.
Yep. A 2-on-2 and a 4-on-4, which
Yeah.
we saw the 2-on-2.
Yeah.
We saw 2-on-2 because that was all we needed.
was
I
enough.
think we got the gist of it at that point.
Yeah.
Mark Summers seemed very disapproving of the general way
pissed off
that
how
was
it was
set
set
up.
up,
Yeah, he walked up and he just knew. You could tell that like as he was like getting prepared, like they didn't know what they were doing, so he like knew that this is all.
Yeah,
just
he's
shitty.
like, this
Yeah.
is, And then he just kind of decided to just like rail it at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty
He
good.
just made fun of
Yeah.
him being there.
Oh,
Yep.
can I get some towels to wipe off the pie? Oh, no, of course not, because that would have taken previous planning.
Yeah,
All right,
planning
let's
and
move on, yeah.
preparation. And then they did get towels, and then he's like, oh, yeah, brown paper towels from the food court. Yeah, good job. Yeah. And we're just like, Mark Summers.
Yeah.
you're
But when,
killing
like,
it."
And as he's explaining Double Dare to people who haven't like seen it, he's
Yeah.
just like, and if someone says dare, someone says Double Dare, we'll go to a physical challenge. And then he
Oh, yeah,
looks
they
up,
like looked over to the lady, and she's like,
and she shakes her head no. He's like, oh, I guess not.
he's like, oh, I guess we're not doing the main thing that Double Dare
Yeah.
does, which is physical challenge.
Since,
Okay.
since they didn't consult me at all on this, it's going to be that way.
And then he said, he read the question. It was like, who are Magneto's
Yeah.
children?
Who are
And then
Magneto's
like
children?
everybody from the crowd was just like, it's Magneto, boo! And then he was just like, whatever. Who's Magneto's children?
Yeah. Oh, and since this is basically just like what pisses me off, why did our side have to yell out answers? It's obviously for them to answer. I hate when a
What
crowd yells
the
out an answer.
fuck?
That pisses me off.
That happened one time.
No, what happened-
But that's why we lost.
They just started doing it louder and louder until he finally said something.
oh, I only heard the
No,
one.
it happened quite a few
I was
times.
too focused
but the
on
loudest
Mark
time he's like,
Summers.
"Oh, I heard that in the crowd."
Yeah, because it was the Iron Man. It's like, who's Tony Stark, the alter ego of? And then like 7 people from our side of the audience were just like, Iron Man! And he's like, all right, well, the crowd yelled it out, so now you don't get points, and now you're going to lose the game. Way to go, dum-dums.
Yeah.
God damn.
Uh,
We're just
Our
like,
people sucked.
we were going to win.
They lost by 2.
Whoa.
They did have a pretty cool like obstacle course though,
Yeah,
which was like
well,
the
the obstacle
main
course, which is based
Yeah.
off the old one, just
nerd themes.
Yeah.
smaller and
They had
nerd
like
themed.
dig in the
Yeah.
aliens egg.
But I mean, like, it looked good.
Zombie
Yeah,
guts.
it looked all right. That zombie thing was cool.
Yeah.
I checked him out.
That was neat.
Like
Dude,
that.
the people could not follow directions.
No,
They're so bad.
He's like, go here, then here, then here. But I mean, I can understand.
There's
Like,
no
in
arrows
moment,
on the
yeah,
ground,
There's
there's
no
no
arrows.
Yeah, and in the heat. Yeah.
that would have been
Yeah.
easy. Why didn't they take some duct tape and just put arrows on the ground?
That would have taken preparation
Yeah,
and
which
planning.
they didn't have towels.
Talk to
Yeah.
Mark Summers about that.
Yeah.
This is a
But when
fucking
he was
joke.
talking with the audience, he's as quick as a wit. He's a great presenter host guy.
And
He's always talking.
old,
Sounds
too.
great.
He's
Yeah.
in like his mid 60s, like 63 or something. So
he looks pretty good for
Yeah,
that old.
but like to stay so sharp
Oh yeah.
and like
Well, he does. Yeah, you know a lot more than I do. All the stuff he does with Food Network.
yeah,
I don't know anything about
Which is I thought
grab
that
a
was
water.
weird that he's at Tampa Comic Con, which is not super big and popular, because he's like a producer on like 3 shows on Food Network, and
I
then
don't-
just on like 2 other ones.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like he's probably getting paid. He's probably fine.
What is Unwrapped? I know that's a show.
Unwrapped is like they'll talk about it. It'll be like
They make burritos.
yeah. It's
just
like
Chipotle.
barbecue flavors, and Mark Summers is like, oh, he's like the host. He's like, today we're gonna talk about barbecue flavors, and then they'll just lead into segments where basically they run you through like the factory of wherever they make like Sonny's barbecue. and
Oh,
they
like
make,
how it's made.
Yeah,
kind of
kinda.
thing?
And then like a guy will talk will be like, we put over 50,000 pounds of beef out every week. And then Mark Summers does like some voiceover, and he's just like, and then they'll take a ride on the conveyor belt, and it's fucking sweet.
So it's like how it's made, but with food, pretty much.
Kinda. It's like they go into more than just how it's made.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like they also talk about I don't know, like flavor profiles and
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
More
Which I
about like
if-
food.
If you
stuff.
look at the layout of the show, you've seen how it's made. It looks like it'd be
Mark
incredibly
Summers
boring.
is 62.
Oh
apparently.
shit!
Yeah.
I would have thought like early 50s or
Yeah,
something, or
he's
late 40s.
62. So he's
is how it's made still on
keeping
TV.
sharp.
I don't know. I see it on YouTube all the time, but it's like 240p. like 480p. So
I
it's
think
low quality, so it
I
can't
don't
be.
think it's on TV anymore.
But like that's a very interesting show for what looks like could be an incredibly boring show.
Yeah.
Because it's just like look at the conveyor belt and there's a voiceover.
It's
go to
still
this
on.
scene. Go to voiceover. But
I,
I
wa-
like it.
I
It is-
watched it for a
Jacob, don't
little
worry. How it's made, still made.
I watched
you
it for
do?
a little while, but we don't have TV anymore. So
Yep.
speaking of not having TV anymore,
Why don't we have TV anymore?
because we moved.
Yay! Clap, clap, clap.
We moved out of our parents' homes, and now we live in our own home.
To speak for yourself, you lived in your parents' home. I bounced between my parents and friends' couches. So,
Much more respectable.
yeah.
Yes.
I was like a vagabond.
You were a transient
Yeah.
lifestyle.
I was like a
Trend.
I was like a homeless man who had access to homes but didn't choose to stay in one.
You were
I
what-
had life experiences. that
All
I
you had
to,
was your
like-
laptop and your FetLife profile. That's,
I only had the FetLife for like 4 days now. I did get like 2 responses. They were not from the prettiest ones. Also, I'm gonna have to retool that whole thing so I do not look like a fucking weirdo
Yeah.
on a site of weirdos.
well, you gotta be careful because we'll start thinking that you're taking it seriously.
Oh, I'm taking it seriously.
God.
It's already.
I always take fetishes seriously. I'm gonna find my Mickey Mouse strawberry.
I hope you do. Oh, one of my favorite parts of moving, which by the way,
None.
I'm
None
glad
of
that-
our favorite part. Moving sucks.
I'm glad that you guys replaced your carpet because I've never walked on carpet and gotten black feet from it before.
Oh,
That was the
God.
dirtiest
Did
carpet
that
I've ever seen in my
happen?
entire life.
Yeah.
I refuse to take my shoes
When I was
off.
helping you
Exactly.
guys paint, it was disgusting.
Yeah, we found a house that was pretty big and pretty cheap.
Yeah, it's a good decent. It just needs
It's just
fixing up.
the paint was shitty and the carpet was awful, so we made the landlord change out the carpet
Yeah.
and then we painted it, and now it looks like a respectable house
think-
with shit all over the
Well,
place.
it looks
Yeah.
like a respectable house that we just have boxes and bullshit all
Yeah,
over the place because
you-
we're not done setting up our sets.
Well, yeah, you
It
talk
doesn't look
over
like
the-
a meth lab anymore. Like it
Yeah.
looks like a house.
It looks like a meth house.
But yeah,
instead
now
of a
now we're in
meth
the process
lab.
of building like 4 sets.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Shit,
gonna be
yeah,
sweet.
Like 4 or 5 fucking sets.
And you're well on your way with them too.
They're getting
Future
They're-
projects.
They're
Wah, wah,
each
wah.
individually. I painted the back room for Rex Parlor stuff. I did all the trim last night.
Oh, you did? Oh, the
Between-
sex dungeon?
Between like 2 and 5 a.m.
We need to do a renaissance with a Ouija board in there before it gets too remodeled. Did
Well,
you take
I-
down the stickers?
I did this. The
Oh
stickers are down,
no!
the
I think
stickers
your
are down.
spirit was tied to those.
Yeah. The stickers are down. All that red bullshit is all black now.
That was blood.
It's out. Yeah. All
That's why it's so hard
Yeah.
to paint
Yeah.
over.
All the ox blood. It took like
It'll
2,
always
3
bleed
coats.
back through, not
Yeah.
until we set her
It
spirit
was like
free.
2-3 coats. It's bullshit. So I'm gonna be doing those soon. I'm gonna be doing Rex Parlor bullshit. Check that out if you listen to this and you want to listen to bullshit rock and roll punk music, or don't because
Fuck
you know,
it.
you're your own person. You could make
Yeah.
your own decisions. Don't listen to our bullshit.
I enjoyed the-
Oh wait, no, do listen to our bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
That's what this is. This is
the
our
whole thing.
bullshit.
This has
Dude,
been an
bullshit.
especially bullshitty one too. I like this one.
Yeah.
Speaking of dirty, I also enjoyed the frog spawning point that you had in your backyard.
in our
That they
pool?
call the pool.
Oh yeah,
The
we all-
swamp.
the pool
that
we
you had.
the
Hey,
house.
it's more blue now.
Is it looking more pool like?
It's looking
Yeah.
more pool
The house-
than,
the
like,
house-
than like literal cesspool.
Yeah, the house we moved into also has a pool, which is cool. But
Cool pool.
before
Whoa.
before we
Like
moved in.
Toledo.
I'm gonna play Aquabats cool pool party this whole part.
All right.
Here it comes.
All right, you don't do more than like 15 seconds because then like copyright stuff.
It's 30.
Oh, is it
Also, I'm
30
gonna
for
ask
music?
their permission, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm MC Bat Commander. Sounds great, Tristan. Remember, we're best friends."
I forgot you guys are best friends.
Yeah, I know. Did you forget about that?
But
Yeah.
We're best friends. I was on the show.
I thought we were best friends.
Well, I can
No.
have more than one best friend.
Ooh, no, not the who's the best friend.
The best?
That's what makes them the best.
the
friend.
guy with the TV show.
Ooh, that's not you.
Not
no,
me.
you got a YouTube thing.
Oh,
but
well,
maybe
you're a
the
friend.
pilots will work out.
You're like a better
Yay.
friend than most.
Yeah. Yeah. they're
Yours
like,
BFTM.
you're better.
You're my better friend than most.
You're better than fucking Tom, that
Yeah.
asshole.
Whoa. You've never fucked Tom, so how do you know?
You got a FetLife profile?
I do now.
All right.
I'm in underwater
Jacob,
crab
you
sex.
talk about the cesspool. We're gonna like message each other on FetLife.
I just like how Tom pantomimed writing down something. So he's like, I have a FetLife profile now, and then he just like
Yeah.
pretend to write something like that made his
taking a note.
profile.
He probably made his.
That's
like,
how you do it. You write it on paper and
He
it
made
appears
his
online.
8008 member swole.
Yeah. We're mirror images. Oh, I think my favorite conversation of the whole moving thing though was you explaining to your mom who was helping paint and stuff why a round toilet seat sucked
Oh yeah.
for guys. I like how she had no idea. And then
Apparently,
you just finally
girls
explained it.
girls don't know why guys don't like round toilet seats
Yeah.
as opposed to oval ones.
Yeah.
See, ladies.
They should all be Oh yeah. Go into it, please.
A round toilet seat does not leave anywhere for the bits to dangle.
The bits today for the meat and 2 veg to go.
Otherwise, our balls are just sitting on a toilet
he
seat.
said it.
Yeah.
He said it.
And Jake has huge dangly balls too. Like, they're like, it looks like you're fishing, like, and you have a bobber sitting in the water.
It's like he's just drooping bait
Yeah.
into the bowl.
It's like,
It's just an inconvenience. It doesn't do anything.
We know because we installed a camera to watch you pee-pee.
it's like, who was that one dog on Looney Tunes who had a really baggy, greasy
Droopy
bigger-
Dog?
Yeah,
He
it's
wasn't
like,
on Looney
You
Tunes.
got like droopy dog balls, right?
Droopy dog balls.
No.
You got droopy dog balls.
Now you're just making it weird.
Good.
It wasn't weird before with
No,
the camera.
But yeah,
Yeah,
like how
no,
you just
it's weird.
flat out explained to your mom, and she's like, "Oh, it makes sense."
Yeah.
Because Lee had the same kind of toilet seat, and it was so dumb.
Yeah, it sucks.
fucking
that,
Lee.
the oval one,
Dumbass.
you have like that extra
So
airspace.
dumb.
So that way you're not touching your private area on fucking
I just
gross
didn't, I
toilet
just
seat.
didn't like it.
And here's the thing.
I didn't like it because it was cushioned.
Is it either you guys that don't understand why I like put toilet paper or a seat cover on a toilet seat?
I just
in
don't
public?
get that.
I don't
You don't
get
get it? Okay, it's not.
If there's urine, every time you go to a public restaurant, you should wipe the seat anyway.
Yeah.
No one does though.
No, you do.
You
it.
do.
Yeah, I do.
Before you say, yeah. Why
There's
would someone else
piss
have to do it?
all over the toilet seat?
Right.
Wipe it off.
Yeah. I clean it with the fucking teeth.
Are you one of those hoverer people?
No.
He's just
good.
like Air Dukes.
Yeah.
No, I can't do
Weird.
that.
He's like,
No, I just put down some toilet paper. It takes like
Plop.
5 seconds.
I just don't get it.
No.
What's the difference between that? Okay, if you wipe it, you wipe it off, you throw it in the toilet and flush it. If you set it down, it can soak through the paper and then still touch your booty.
I wipe it and then set down toilet paper.
Oh, now you're getting obsessive.
Yeah. Why?
Maybe you have a
why-
problem,
What does
Jake.
that second layer do?
Yeah.
If you already wiped it up, what's that extra layer of TP doing?
Do you think there's
It
there's
just makes me
germs like
feel. It just makes me feel better.
If you need it to feel better, then go for it. But
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna do it. You're not giving me a thought-provoking reason to like.
I just think pee is gross, and I
Yeah.
don't want it touching my.
I don't. I put it in my FetLife profile that I want pee.
Pee play.
I want Strawberry Mickey
Pee's-
peeing on my
Yeah.
face.
Pee's
What
gross.
pee
I don't
is-
want to touch in my butt.
what pee is? It's pretty clean though.
I know it's sterile, but it's gross.
It's not like poo.
Touching my
It's
butt.
gross.
Poo's even grosser.
Do you do anything to preemptively stop the whole splashback?
Dude, the other day,
That's-
and I know this is getting
Yeah.
in like gross territory. You should probably
Yeah.
go somewhere else because people
We're
don't
just
wanna
talking about
listen to this.
FetLife. It
But
doesn't matter.
I was taking a brown sound.
What's a
and,
brown
and then it was like,
What's
it was
that?
like
Pooping.
Oh,
then,
okay.
then it was like the splashback just like tickled me for a
Yeah,
second.
you hate
And I
that.
was just like, ah! And I like got up for a
it's-
second. I was weird.
It's a terrible trap too, because then you try to like hover higher, and it's just a bigger splash, and it still reaches you. There's no beating it. But
I didn't
do
have
you know how
that
to cancel it out?
No.
Someone taught me this. It's an amazing trick. You take one piece off, lay it on the surface. So when you poop, then it hits
The
that,
water
and there's no splash.
But I mean, like,
That
what
breaks
you,
all the surface tension.
You get splashback like once every 100 times, if that.
Yeah.
It
It
Like
depends.
so what?
I
I'm gonna
cannot
do
remember
it.
the
I'm
last
gonna do
time
it
that has
every
happened.
time.
Well, you know what's coming.
No, I don't. It's
Tom,
always a
you
mystery.
can't tell. On your list of topics you want to talk about was duking on there.
Yeah, it's actually a couple times. Let's see, moving Dukes, Comic Con Dukes, FetLife duking. Yeah,
Well, those go hand in hand.
yeah.
That's like a thing.
Why is it called duking? Do you think there was some dude named Duke that everyone just thought was like a shitty guy?
I don't know.
Like, I'm gonna go.
What a
Duke.
shitty pun!
Oh! Isn't that the story about why it's called a John? Isn't
Yeah.
it like supposedly? I don't know.
Some, like,
Prince
guy
John
named
was an
John, yeah.
asshole.
Yeah.
Prince John was.
Oh, Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong. Okay.
There you go.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Do you want to know something interesting in my life?
Nope.
Yeah.
I beat Halo 4.
Oh!
Yeah. After
Yeah.
how many years ago did it come out?
So
Seven.
you've owned it for how long?
Since like release.
Since it came out.
Tom bought it
Jeez.
release.
And what you didn't like the story, right?
No.
I'm
didn't like-
super excited. Before
I
I,
didn't
Wait,
like,
no, I didn't play Halo 4.
I didn't
just
like
played
the-
multiplayer with you guys.
I didn't like the lack of story.
after beating it, I was just gonna get Anniversary. Now I'm gonna get 5. I'm just a freaking fanboy.
It's only
I
been
can't
out
help
for 2
it.
years.
Yeah. And
I mean,
it
it was
came out in
it's a
2012.
fun game, but like I played the like
Yeah.
what is it the extra like things that explain everything?
the Spartan Ops missions.
No, not the ops missions. Just like
You're talking like tutorial.
like the logs and stuff.
I don't know what you're talking
There's
about.
like extra logs, I
It's
guess.
like audio logs, like in Bioshock, how they have the tapes.
Yeah.
oh,
but
the comm units.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't
Yeah,
find
yeah.
a single one of those.
Neither did I because I was playing a fucking video game.
Yeah. Wait, what's that have to do with comms? Oh, you don't like collecting extras. Jake's not a completionist, I
Not
guess.
really.
I am
But-
for certain things. Viva Pinata.
But
You like that, right, Tristan?
What?
Viva
Viva
Pinata?
Pinata? I love Viva Pinata.
apparently
That
I
is
love
one of the
that
games
game.
that I have 100%ed.
I didn't 100% 2 though, because the
the-
tunicorn is hard to get.
I didn't play 2.
I think I might have it.
All right.
You need to borrow it.
Remember how I had a bunch of stuff I had to do this weekend?
Yeah.
Never mind.
mind.
Mia, not going to your birthday. Sorry. Viva Pinata 2.
Let's play After Dark.
No.
That-
You
Oh my
ruin it for me.
I'll talk about that later. I have an idea for a
No,
good one though. But yeah,
What were we talking about? Shit.
Halo 4.
Halo 4.
Halo 4.
Okay. Apparently those
Yeah.
comms explain a lot more of the story, and it makes it make a lot more sense.
care a whole lot about this story.
But no, I
Why
don't.
would you play a game?
I don't
Like,
care
you
too
don't
much,
wanna, like,
but
six
I shouldn't
games in?
have to do extra research to understand your story.
Yeah. Well, now we're like 6 games in, right? 'Cause
It's
there's
not.
the 4 and
I'm
then
not
Reach and
reading.
ODST.
I'm not reading a theoretical physics book.
Yeah.
I'm playing Halo.
There's too much universe that I don't care to like invest. Like it's not Star Wars. I understand. I really invest in the universe, but like
Okay.
Halo, I'm not super invested.
I
in the
played
universe.
every game.
Yeah, I played them
I
all,
should
beat them all.
know.
Well,
Like I
if
know
you've
like
done
the
every
world-
single one, how are you not super invested though?
Because
I
I
don't know.
finished the fight, Tristan.
No, I'm asking Tom.
Oh.
Tom
I
said-
think it's because I usually have a terrible memory, and
Oh.
I don't like go back and replay to refresh.
It doesn't
my story.
matter because when you get to Halo 4, fucking everything's out the window. It's like this guy's like a forerunner, I think, and
Yeah,
then
I'm
here's-
I
starting
think-
confused about what architects are and
they
the
don't explain
forerunners
it.
and
No, and it's like
catalysts
and then
stuff.
the architect, which I think was the robot
Yeah.
forerunner, which is like the forerunner has forerunner magic. He's gonna fuck you up, so I'm gonna give you forerunner magic. And now his
Right.
forerunner magic doesn't hurt you.
That was the librarian.
the librarian. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm just sitting here. I'm just playing it with my brother, and we're like, "What's going on? Who is this?
Yeah, it was-
Why
it
is
was-
all this happening?" Terrible
But-
story.
I
All
love
right.
the gameplay.
But it was fun.
I
it
love
was fun.
the controls. I love the weapons. I started to get more into what are the main baddies? I forget the species.
The Covenant.
No, the ones in 4.
Yeah, the, Covenant.
Prometheans.
The Covenant.
The Prometheans.
They're both there.
the Prometheans.
Because they just go back to square one. And
They're
like,
the
like,
shiny
"Ah,
orange guys."
The Covenants are evil again because
Isn't the
Eh.
main leader kind of controlling them? The main leader of the
they don't
Prometheans?
explain it. I don't think.
I think he did. I'm gonna say yeah, I did.
I
But,
just,
um,
I have almost no recollection of anything you guys are talking about except like there's a plant monster.
this
and
is
then-
no. We're talking Halo 4.
No, I
specifically.
know, but like Halo in general.
No, the
like
plant
I
monster
played the
was
first. I played the first 3.
Gravedigger.
We
What
beat
the fuck
ODST.
was he again, Tom?
What?
The Gravedigger.
Oh, the Gravemind?
What? Yeah,
Gravedigger was a wrestler, wasn't he?
Yeah, a monster truck, but okay.
yeah. He
It
wrestled
was a
around.
wrestling monster truck.
Man, so
Neither
many,
of us know what a Gravedigger is.
so many layers of raw.
The Gravedigger, or the Gravemind
Gravemind.
was the thing from Little Shop of Horrors, as far as I'm concerned. It was
Yeah.
just some giant
Yeah.
Did
plant
they
thing.
explain what he was?
I have no idea. I
Was
want
he
me
a
to
na-
Google
what-
it.
was that
You
on
want
the
me to do
ring?
that right now?
Was that on the ring where they found him, or
Gravedigger.
on one of the
Not
rings?
The monster truck.
Gravemind.
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 I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, if he couldn't really be a native.
I
if
think
it's
it was
on the
explained
ring
in
that
Halo
builds,
2,
I guess,
which
or-
I only played through once.
Yeah,
Because Halo 2 was probably the weakest one.
that was a sweet reveal when you first fight the Flood. That's all I remember from like.
Halo 1?
Yeah, Halo 1.
Stage
When like they just like, oh, they see their bodies, and then all of a sudden they start pouring out of the ceiling.
I am a monument to all of your sins.
Yeah.
Gravemind. The
That's a sweet
Gravemind
quote.
is the second final stage in the life cycle of the Flood and is the ultimate
Oh.
intelligence of the Flood.
Oh, that's
Okay,
right.
so it was the
he's,
hive
he's
mind
the
of the
hive
Flood.
mind of the Flood.
He has complete control over all Flood forms, even the most powerful key mines.
They were tough because they didn't really have a certain like weak. You couldn't like headshot.
Oh, so there's
the big
more
guys,
grave
could you?
mines though.
I don't know. What?
If it says grave mine is the second final stage in the life cycle of Flood, there are more than one grave mine.
Well, it could have the one ultimate thing that just has several life cycles, and then when it dies, then it becomes then
Yeah,
someone else
it's the
becomes
life
a new
cycle,
one
so
or
that's
something.
just he becomes something else.
Just like a
after
sun has multiple life cycles before it eventually like
Right, but
turns
there's
into a red
multiple
dwarf or
suns.
whatever.
that. But that's not what a life
I'm
cycle
just using that for a
is.
life cycle style. It could be like a queen ant kind of thing, where like once the queen
A
dies, then
particular
new queen.
grave mine was a main character in Halo 2 and 3.
So there are multiple grave
So there are
mines?
multiple grave mines.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
Being
like
a
it.
secondary antagonist in the former and the main antagonist in the latter. So it's like one dude. So there's more for more Flood, I guess.
I like it.
How come they
all
never
the Flood are like,
So do you think they're going to explore that in the new trilogy?
I don't know what they're gonna explore. I mean, I don't.
Because they
wanna-
brought up this whole Promethean
Can we spoil her
thing.
since it came out 2 years ago?
Yeah, fuck it.
I guess he's kind of have to gonna get a new AI.
I'm wondering if they're
When
going
does
to
the
make
next
a new
Halo come out?
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to make
drop
like a new
This-
Cortana.
I think this November, I believe, is when Anniversary is gonna come out, which is gonna be 1, 2, 3, all
HD
released
logo?
in HD, or 2, 3, 4, and Reach or something. They're re-releasing a bunch of them, and it's gonna be sick because there's gonna be over 100 different multiplayer maps, all redone, beautiful,
Wow.
including Blood Gulch. Oh, I'm so excited. But Yeah, that's gonna come out, and then the following November, so 2015 is when Halo
Okay.
5.
I
believe.
read.
You got a laptop? I don't know.
Yeah.
I read
I'll Google
the
in a
Fall
second.
of
I'm on
Reach.
Tumblr right now, so
Yeah.
I mean, busy.
Your priorities.
I read the Fall of Reach novel, which explains where Cortana came from.
Yeah.
I read the comic book. I got the comic book.
Yeah, she was based
Already
off
the
the
comic
mind
book? I
of
got it.
the director of
You got all the comic
the
books.
Spartans.
Oh yeah, it showed her in the games.
She was in the very beginning of the Halo 4.
Yeah, some
in
old
that cutscene.
scientist lady.
Yeah, Cortana was based off of her mind.
that the
Cortana's
one-
a phone now.
Is that the
Yeah.
one where you started out and the level was like you start out and if you killed a certain number of deer or something, then you could get like an added bonus? Do you know what I'm talking about? Or there was an
No.
I have
invisible
no
Spartan.
idea.
No,
Or was it, what was the Halo where like there was deer or something? In the
Is
video
this
you
in
could kill
4
them?
still?
I think this is Reach.
this isn't 4. That's
think it's
probably
Reach.
Reach. They had
That was
like
good.
ostriches and stuff.
Yeah,
like, walking
ostriches.
around.
That was it. You always just killed them all.
Oh, okay.
We just had to. They were
Yeah, I
there.
remember in 4, like it showed that opening cutscene that like delved into like the psychology of the Spartans and Master Chief.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, this is fucking awesome. This story's gonna be sweet. And then it just sucked ass afterwards. I was super disappointed.
It's cool to read some of the expanded universe. Like I'm glad like with the
Well, yeah, the
Star
Fall of
Wars,
Reach
we started doing
explains
that
like
and-
all of like how the
Well,
Spartans
in like
started, what
the
happened.
the comic I had was like Chief's like basic training as a child up to like the point where he's like a Spartan cool guy.
yeah.
That's a comic I had.
That's basically the Fall of Reach. Yeah.
And of course, 4 ends with him taking off the helmet, fade to black. Like,
Yeah.
Do you think we'll ever get to see his
We will
face?
never see his face.
I don't
because
care.
It would ruin so much of the magic.
Well, no, it's that, and it's you're supposed
It's a
to
power
be Master
trip. Yeah,
Chief.
you're supposed to be Master Chief.
I'm obviously not though.
But like you're
I know
supposed
that.
to put
But it's
yourself in
like
the
you
shoes.
are
Oh, okay.
you're putting yourself in the role of Master Chief.
Yeah.
And if you
Okay.
see a face, then that ruins that.
Takes
Yeah,
it
then
away.
you're like, oh, now I'm just Shepherd instead of Chief.
That's why like in Shepherd you can make your own, so
Yeah.
that way it's your
no,
Shepherd.
he's Shepherd.
Did you read that thing about that? I'm gonna completely jump ship
Go
of
for
Halo.
it.
Get out of here, pirate
Alright.
guy. Jacob's attracted to you.
Oh god. My hook hand.
That's his boner noise.
Not very subtle.
No.
Well, most people think there's just like a robot cruising down the
Yeah.
sidewalk, and then
And
you're
just
like,
like-
and you're just like,
We both shook our
So-
heads, looked around, worried because this is audio.
You'll know on the next one when we do visual stuff.
Oh, are we
Probably.
gonna have? Are
Whoa.
we hoping to have cameras by in the future or something?
We're trying to. We're
Okay,
gonna
that'd
see.
be sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know how ugly we are. Oh, no.
I mean, we have a whole like.
we
Video
might even work a
series.
fourth person in by then.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
We don't know. Don't make
We don't
promises
know.
we can't keep.
We might.
We
I
don't
said we
know a
might.
fourth
We're
person.
I
trying.
promise nothing.
We're
When
trying.
we had Will on the other two podcasts or whatever,
Yeah.
that was actually just Tom in a different voice. We
Yeah.
don't know a fourth
I have a
person.
couple voices.
Yeah.
Like a Tom voice
Tom,
and a Will voice.
Do,
That's it.
do Tom's voice.
All right. Hey, I'm Two Tom.
Now do Will's voice.
Hey, I'm Will.
Now
I,
do
I don't have my filter.
now do William Shatner.
Hey, I'm William Shatner.
Fucking nailed it. Fucking.
That's how magic.
All right.
works.
What are you jumping ship?
Speaking of cameras and whatnot, now what Phantom Cam had this? It was the slowest. I looked it up and it could go to 1,000,000 frames per second at like
Jeez.
at 128 by 32 pixels.
Oh.
So it's terrible quality.
Terrible.
Did you read about the newest one that Japanese just made?
No.
They made one. It comes off at 450 by 450 pixels. 4.4 trillion frames per second.
What?
Yeah, they
Oh
just developed
my
it.
God.
What on God's earth would you need 4.4 trillion frames per second?
I don't understand. I don't understand how he had what? What'd you say the other one was?
million.
A billion.
A Phantom was 1,000,000. That's the
A
biggest
million?
like commercial.
Yeah, and they
that
jumped
doesn't even
from-
make
yeah.
sense. That they're
1
just
million
Like, so
to
they already
4.4 trillion.
passed a million. They're like, no, more.
We don't need billions. We need trillions.
Yeah.
How big is that?
I have no idea. I didn't see a
the
picture. All I
Boss, the
heard
boss of Phantom Cam is just like, more Fremarus.
and like
what-
450 by 450. That's like a lot better than the 1
Yeah.
million.
Like how big is like a second file size? 4 terabytes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
Jesus
jeez.
Christ.
it's like 1 second worth of. Oh, geez. I don't even know.
You save the data and then you're like, oh, my 500 gig hard drive is full.
I tried to read about how it works. I couldn't understand it.
Yeah, a trillion frame. Good. You could slow
4.4
that down
trillion frames.
to like 0.00001 or something.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I don't even know.
That sounds
Like,
impossible.
what 10 to the negative was? Is
What do you
like,
need that for?
I don't know.
I'm sure there's something that
Science
we're not.
at some point.
There's
Science.
something we're
When
not
we're
thinking
splitting
about.
quarks, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't have like.
I want to see a dick jizz in that.
Oh my gosh.
Speed.
It would take you like probably an entire, week? Just
You
to
hook
see
that.
one
You hook
emission.
that up to a microscope.
I like emission.
That is
And
insane.
then you just get out from like the small like theater you were watching it in or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're just like, wow, that really makes you think.
You can never actually
About
watch
jizz.
anything. It's too slow.
What
Yeah.
is?
it's going to
even
trillions
1 million
yeah.
is too slow to see anything that really cool. Like even like a hummingbird's wings. Would you even see any motion, or would it be so slow and smooth that you never even see it at 1 million frames per second?
You probably wouldn't see anything.
Yeah.
Even an explosion would be. I don't even know. Yeah, but I thought it was pretty crazy.
That is ridiculous.
I saw that, and then I saw something else. There's a cool new product called a Navdy, Navdy. Did you see that?
No.
Nafty.
It was this cool little thing that you set up on your dash in front of your like steering wheel, and what it did was it was a fold-up screen that was translucent, and it projected your like directions.
Whoa!
So it was like it's almost a HUD pretty much, but it doesn't display on your windshield. It has its own little screen.
Does it say how much health I have left and like
I
overshield?
wish, but like there's calls.
Someone will like put in like a patch or like
Yeah.
like a DLC or some
But
shit.
it's gonna Bluetooth to your phone, so you do your directions through that, and it's right there in your field of vision, so you don't have to. They're saying like it sucks to have to like look down at your phone,
Yeah.
even if you hold your phone up. And you can also like thumbs up, and there's different motion controls to accept calls or deny calls, send texts, play songs. It looked pretty awesome, but it was like $300.
Oh.
But like it's a pretty awesome item.
It's really
Like,
cool.
It's a pretty funny video. Too.
Wave of the
Like,
future.
at it.
Wave of the
Yeah.
future.
We're living in it.
Aren't there already a couple cars that have it like into the windshield or something? It just plays up. There's
don't
kind of
know.
like a HUD style.
I don't know.
I don't drive a car.
or a
Is there
motorcycle.
motorcycles that just like make you not
Tron
break
bike
your,
style.
break your fucking leg when you fall to the side? Is that a
don't
thing?
think
Because
so.
I'll get
Yeah.
that.
Do they make like airbags for motorcycles where like it just
I don't
pops
know.
up and then like
I
your leg
don't
doesn't
know.
fall anywhere?
They're the only airbag stuff that I've seen for motorcycles is like ones that like just protect like your neck and spine.
Did you see the
They
one?
just keep you from not dying or
Oh.
being paralyzed.
Well, I've
You'll
been doing-
still get fucked.
I've
you
been
see
doing
that?
pretty good so far.
Yeah. Did you
Not
see that
dead.
one? It's like a collar that when
It's like a scarf collar thing. Yeah.
It just completely like surrounds your head.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I think it's for like more bicycles though than like motorcycles.
Maybe.
Because like falling at going like 15 miles an hour is different than like 70.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you have a regular motorcycle helmet.
Well, I haven't fallen at 70. I fell at like 25 or 30.
Now that you know, like what the safest way to do it is what, like jeans, jacket, gloves, helmet. It really
Yeah.
sucks to drive motorcycle anywhere in the South.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like the
It's so
best place
hot.
would be like
Yeah.
a cold place where it doesn't rain.
Yeah.
Like, what would be your ideal place to be like? I'm a
Where's it
biker.
cold and dry?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't want snow either though, because snow would fuck up the road and
Yeah.
get all damp.
Yeah, it's just cold
So
and
you'd want it
dry.
to just be
So
like
it's
a
gotta be
frigid
halfway up
yeah.
the country.
Well, I mean, cold to us.
Yeah.
So like 60s.
I don't know, like Tennessee.
Yeah. 60s, 50s.
So like like Tennessee or
Yeah,
something.
I guess
Yeah.
it doesn't rain a whole lot.
You only
there,
gotta
right?
go up like a state
Yeah,
or two.
because if you get too cold, then you have ice and snow on the road.
Yeah,
and then
and
that's got to be impossible on a
Well,
motorcycle.
that's the thing. That, like,
It's impossible on a car. Like-
Up north, they can only drive their bikes during the summer months.
Yeah.
Because otherwise the road's iced over.
What if it's someplace south but at very high elevation?
Like what? What is high?
I don't know. There's some pretty
Jordan-
high places in Mexico where it gets pretty dang cold, right?
I have no idea. I have no clue.
Well, we were just when we were in Spain, like it was actually really cold in Pamplona just because the elevation. Everywhere else it was 90, but there it was like freezing at night. It was like freezing to me again, which is
Right.
like 50s.
Yeah,
40s.
dude, like you go on like
50s,
summer
60s,
break,
yeah.
like in school and stuff, go up to like Georgia or like North Carolina, and it's just like it's like 60 degrees, and I'm like in a jacket and
Yeah.
pants, and I'm like shivering. It's like, oh, it's
I love
so
that.
cold, and everyone's just like, the fuck's the matter with you? It's
That's
like,
awesome.
I'm from Florida. It's always 95 and muggy.
Yeah, it's like go to Florida where it's 100 degrees at all times.
Yeah.
I-
Shut your
especially
mouth.
When school would come and it would get like cold in like high school and it'd be like 50 degrees, 60 degrees, whatever. Everyone's got giant coats and jeans, but they all still wear fucking flip flops for some reason.
Who are these people that just wear the flip flops?
It's because they're growing out. They're like furry toes and hobbit feet, and it's just like we're fine.
Yeah, that's all they have probably.
Yeah.
That's all they have. No, I'm excited because tomorrow we're going to the new Harry Potter world.
Whoa! Don't let them
Bring
know.
guts.
Don't let them know. They're gonna see us. there, they're gonna be
Diagon
like,
Alley.
We're gonna fight him. We're gonna fight him.
Diagonally.
Diagonally.
Die.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Die.
I'm excited because what
Ganelli.
they redid the joke shop.
Dude, I don't know.
What?
Because what-
Fred and
What's the
George's?
one that they did? In,
Weasley's, Wazaki's,
was that Weasley's Wizarding Wheezes or was that
Zacco
Zonko's?
games?
Zonkos. They did Zonkos.
Yeah.
So they're redoing because Zonko's is supposed to be in Diagon Alley, right?
I thought it was going to be Weasley's Wizarding Wacko.
That means they completely got it mixed up because Weasley's Wizarding isn't that in Hogsmeade?
Dude, I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
Which because
No, I
Zonko's is in. Isn't Zonko's in?
I think the both
Diagon
in
Alley?
Diagon Alley.
Oh, they both are.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well,
Oh,
Zonko's is
competing die.
There's only like 12 shops
wait.
there, and 2 of them are joke shops. How are the
I
Wizards ever going to
thought
be taken
I
seriously?
thought that they bought out that place. Or
Did they
something
buy
in the
out
book.
Zonko's?
They
or-
might have in the
Maybe
book.
Zonko's
Yeah.
was destroyed in the whole raid thing or
I
something.
thought they bought it out and then like they reopened it and made it theirs.
Maybe.
There goes any Harry Potter fans we had.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck these
I've
guys.
read
They don't know
every
anything.
book and seen every movie.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking in
We got
elementary
the
and
trivia
middle
game
school.
and everything, but yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while,
Maybe
man.
we readdressed those.
I'm not gonna reread it all.
Yeah, but they're gonna do that. It's gonna be a pretty sweet ride, I
Unless
guess.
they're all on Blackout Book Club, our
Yep.
sister podcast, which we also do. Give it a listen if you want to, read literature and watch us be drunker than right
Yeah.
now. I mean, I had 2 shots before this, and it's
Yeah.
noon.
This is my second bottle of water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I already got to pee again.
Yeah,
I haven't
it's
had
crazy.
one. I could take the water actually. Are none of
could.
those mine anymore?
No, they're
you
all
guys
empty.
drank them. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't get a water.
You're welcome.
Jacob got up and got me one,
Yeah.
and now
I got
they're
both
gone.
of these.
Where's yours?
You ate it.
Whatever.
I
Who
ate the
cares?
water.
Anyway,
Oh, here it is. It's over here on the ground.
Oh,
this
there you
brings
go.
me to a topic I know we've been wanting to address for a while.
Oh,
Harry
yeah.
Potter wand lore.
Yeah.
We wanted to
Potter
talk
what?
about this
Yeah.
for like 3 or 4 podcasts. The
We
wand
fucking did
lore.
it. The
We
wand
finally brought it
lore
up.
of Harry Potter makes no sense.
No. I know the big thing you brought up was Moody's staff.
He has a staff.
Yeah.
That he is his wand just like in it like Malfoy style.
Whoa! Wait a second.
Wait.
Before you go into this,
We're already in it.
Weasley's Wizard Weasleys,
Okay, yeah.
also known as Weasley and Weasley, is a joke shop located number 93 Diagonally, founded by
okay.
friend George Weasley.
Diagonally.
Oh, what they're doing is they're redoing Ollivanders. Because that's in Hogsmeade. It's supposed to be in Diagon Alley.
Oh.
And I mean, in my opinion, I didn't really enjoy the whole Ollivander wand experience. It was
No,
just
it's
another
for
way
kids.
to sell wands. Yeah. Yeah. And they didn't pick me.
Yeah.
I'm a wizard. I was pissed. I want to do it. But yeah. So does he ever actually have a wand, Moody?
Yeah,
Or-
he does, but he also has a staff that he uses.
and
so-
he used it for magic.
Yeah, so it's like the fuck.
Yeah.
Is this the part of the podcast where I just go take a nap?
Yeah.
It's,
You don't know about Harry Potter?
And like it's really in the last book that shit just hits the fan and wand.
oh,
that's
the
like-
one I didn't read or see the movie of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they just create basically all the wand lore and they try to explain
Yeah.
it. Because in the other books, they're just like, we have wands and we use them. This one's just like, if you beat someone else, you get their wand and you earn the wand.
Yeah.
And then you can just grab someone else's wand and use it, but it's not going to be quite as good.
Yeah.
And
Right.
like,
Yeah, well, you can't use it unless you win it by a duel,
Yeah.
right?
but
Or
you can
no?
use it, but it won't be as
Yes.
strong.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to win
Ah.
their loyalty.
What do you have to
Now.
say? What is
Okay.
it? Like, what's the disarm? Do you remember?
Oh, not
Ah,
Expelliarmus.
Expelliarmus. Okay.
Patronum.
No.
Patron.
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 Patron. Everybody
you're-
just gets real tipsy
yeah.
and then they start getting crunk.
Your Patronus is just Little John.
Yeah.
I love it. That'd be awesome.
That'd be fucking sick. Like
He's whipping out at
Patronus,
parties
he's
all
just
the
like,
time.
yeah,
He's like,
I'm just
yeah.
like Patronus. He's like turned down for what? And everybody's like,
And
oh,
it turned down
there's
for
kid.
what? And then just like it blasts all the Dementors.
Yeah, and then they all do that dance, and they're like,
That sounds like a sick
"Abba."
video.
Yeah.
A parody video. Hermione just ass blasts
Yo,
someone.
don't do that. We gotta do that.
Yeah.
We gotta CG it somehow.
I'm
we
not
get
gonna,
Little John. We know Little John, right?
Yeah.
I'll
He's
give him
friends
a
with
ring
your
on my
guy.
phone.
You're friends with everybody.
Yeah. Hi,
The
Little
video
John.
guy, Aquabats.
You already said yes because you already heard the podcast? Wow. Okay.
I believe him because he held his phone up kind of close to his head.
Well, wearing
Why
headphones,
did-
it's difficult.
why did-
I'm like,
Why are you even grabbing your phone? They can't see.
you guys can.
Yeah.
I wanted you to believe.
I was skeptical till he did that. It's
See,
like
now Tom
Aquabats.
believes.
Yeah.
Now you guys think I am friends with famous people.
Yeah.
It's like Saturday night. I'm out with fucking Little John MC Bat Commander. What are you idiots doing?
Nothing.
Editing.
Yeah, I'm hanging out with my best bros playing Viva Pinata too.
Yeah.
So
Dude, that, I could see them playing Pretz Tales.
So wand
The
lore.
Pretz stores. Yeah. Well, yeah. What else? What else did you want to address besides
does
his
that
wand
mean you could like
and staff?
so like if you can win multiple wands loyalties, right?
Yeah. Would one foe favor, and then could you hold several in one hand and cast one spell?
could you use multiple wands and have better spells?
Yeah.
Like how does that work?
Yeah.
They don't explain any of that.
I don't know.
Pisses me
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, I wonder if you could hold like 2 in one hand.
how do you
and
gain
throw
wands?
a spell? Would
How do
they-
you gain the favor of a
If you
wand?
beat someone else in a duel.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's easy.
That's
Like in
that's literally
Bellatrix.
all you have to do. And
You
you
have to
just
win.
Yeah, you have to. Or no, just disarming them.
Yeah, they got
Apparently.
Bellatrix's one, was it? Or Malfoy's?
They
Just
got
by Expelliarmus and then jumping through
They got
Dobby's
Bellatrix's
wormhole.
and they got. Oh no, they didn't get Bellatrix. They got Malfoy's wand. Yeah.
Okay.
But Harry, no, in the in the movie, he literally like his wand like falls over, like Malfoy like gets disarmed. It's just like on the ground.
Yeah.
Harry, who didn't disarm him, runs up to his wand. They both run up and they just kind of wrestle over it for a second.
Yeah.
And then Harry just like pushes him and takes his wand. And it's like
nice.
You
so
earned-
he just muscles him out.
you earned his.
So you literally
loyalty.
have to just wrestle it from them.
You earned its wand's loyalty.
The wand is just like, oh, so you just punch Malfoy. All right, yeah, he's a bitch.
It's so fucking stupid.
yeah, whoever
Yeah.
you're, if
And-
you're stronger
and
than
there's
the
like
other guy.
And it's just like that linking things where it's just like Dumbledore had the best one, but then Snape beat Dumbledore, and then no, it's like and then Malfoy disarmed Dumbledore and got it the favor, and then Harry beat Malfoy, and then he has the best one now. It's like I don't think that's dumb.
This brings up a question I have about Fellowship of
I
the
would
Rings.
just beat.
one
I would
more.
just punch Harry in the face then and take the wand. Because
Yeah.
apparently all it takes. If he
And then-
just
and
if he
then-
just wrestled Malfoy, you don't have to win in a duel. You just have to like fight them.
Yeah,
And like most wizards are probably not very strong.
No.
they use magic for everything.
Yeah.
I've never seen a wizarding gym.
I'd
Yeah.
love to just see a Muggle
Oh,
rock.
None of the wizards in the movie look jacked.
I'd love to
Not
see
one.
I'd love to see just a Muggle
Like
rocking
Sirius
with a
is the
shotgun.
strongest
Yeah.
looking.
I bet Kingsley Shacklebolt's a pretty big dude.
I don't know who that is.
He's a big fat black guy.
Yeah. He's not fat. He was just a big dude.
He's stout.
Well, I mean, no, Gimli's stout. I would say Shacklebolt's a pretty big dude.
All right, whatever. What did Lord of the Rings?
Oh yeah. So when Saruman and Gandalf in Fellowship of
Oh, yeah.
when they're dueling, they use their staffs. It's like power, 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 until Saruman just
I like
like
how you're just
holds
prodding
up,
your hands back and forth.
and just like force pulls his wand over.
His
As if like,
staff.
oh, that's what I'll do. Yeah, his staff. It's like, so do you not really have much power without your staff?
I think that's how it
And
works.
why isn't that every wizard's first move is to take the other guy's staff?
Yeah.
Because there's only 6 wizards.
Yeah.
They don't think about
Is there
fighting
6? I
other.
thought it was 5.
Is it 5?
Because there's gray,
Gray,
white,
white,
Radagast the
and
brown,
2 black,
and then the 2 blues.
You're
yeah.
right, 5. I'm sorry.
The ring.
He's googling it.
Wizard.
I don't know anything. Did they mention in the movies? They didn't about the blues. They just kind of mentioned like, there's the 2 blues.
Yeah,
and then Radagast the brown.
Yeah. There's
There's a brown wizard.
yeah.
Radagast the Brown. He's in the Hobbit.
He's quirky and loves nature. I like him.
Yeah.
Fucking doo-doo brown.
Dude,
guy.
that is still that's up there with
There are
like the
five.
evil scenes.
Yeah.
Five
Yeah.
wizards.
When he like
Why are
takes
there
off.
2 blue?
I don't know. They're just 2 blue.
That's just how it is,
Yeah.
dude. I don't
What are
know.
the blue
I don't know.
ones
Ask
do?
Tolkien. Wait, you can't. He's dead.
They never show up. They
No.
are just mentioned.
Maybe in like the Silmarillion or something.
Mornihatar and Rosemary.
He wrote stories for everybody.
I just like how in the book or in the movie Gandalf's just like, well, there's me, Saruman, Radagast the Brown, and I don't remember their names, but 2 blue
Yeah.
wizards. Like he doesn't remember.
No.
It's like there's only 5 of you in
Yeah.
existence.
But when the orcs are chasing them and they're like, oh, we're trapped. And he's like, I'll distract them. He's like, oh, there's some things. And he's like, oh, no, these are so-and-so rabbits or so-and-so
Yeah.
hares. And then he just like takes off across a
A
sled,
sled
full
of like
by
10
rabbits.
like
That was
fucking-
so sick.
fucking jackalopes or some shit.
Oh, God, it was so cool. I was so pumped. I got goosebumps.
For
But
rabbit
that was
sleds.
probably one of my biggest
Do
goosebumps.
their like colors have something to do with like their powers?
I think it's supposed to
Does it?
because Gandalf he goes from gray to
He goes,
white,
Yeah.
and I think that means he's more powerful.
So it's like karate. There's like a color belt progression.
Yeah,
like
I think brown's like the weakest,
Aw.
and then it's like blue, gray.
I feel
white.
like blue's got to be weakest because like they haven't done anything to be notable. Like
And
no
it's
one even
actually-
knows their name.
it's actually
not even the
all-
other wizards.
It's actually I think
Actually, apparently, well, according to this
above
wiki,
white. There's
anyway.
many colors. I think, or it's like rainbow.
According to this wiki, there's they have been renamed.
Who has?
The Blue Wizards.
Oh.
Like they were called Alatar and Palando.
Okay.
But then later in his life, Tolkien wrote a note suggesting the names of the Blue Wizards were Mornhatar and Romistamo or something. So like he doesn't even know what they're fucking called.
Yeah,
and he's
like-
just
Because
like,
they never show up.
and he's just like, fuck.
Yeah, because he's gray until he beats the Balrog, and then all of a sudden now he's
he
white.
leveled up.
Yeah, he leveled up.
And
Which
I think-
then after that he doesn't actually fight Sauron again. He
Yeah.
just traps him. The Ints trap him in his tower.
No, in the extended version, they
Yeah.
have a bit of a bout.
Oh,
A little bit. In-
Apparently, there's a bunch of cool scenes.
There's a
in
lot
Extended
of
I've never
shit
seen.
in the extended version. There's
I might
like
just watch those when you guys leave.
yeah, Gandalf shows. They don't have like a huge fight, but like Sauron. Do you want me to say?
They
Or do you
yell
wanna
at
watch?
each other.
I'll watch
They
it.
yell at each other a little bit, and then they kiss.
Yeah, like he
Oh,
goes
sick.
up and Sauron's
Good.
just like trapped up at the top of his tower, and
Yeah.
Gandalf's like, "Stop being a faggot," and then Sauron's just like, "Meh," and he shoots a fireball at Gandalf.
I see why they were deleted scenes.
Yeah, Saruman shoots.
racy.
Yeah.
Saruman. Hey, Gandalf's words, not mine. Saruman shoots a fireball
Yeah.
at Gandalf, and I'm like, well, that's like real magic, not
Yeah.
like just like
Bullshit
invisible
magic.
force pushes.
Yeah.
And
I
like,
think I'd be okay with force
he gets
pushes
enveloped in
as
fireball,
magic.
but then Gandalf's just like, none of that shit, and then the fireball just goes away.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of it.
And then he's like, all right, well, you stay in your tower, and I'm going
No,
away now. Bye.
then stuff happens that actually will be fun for you to see.
Oh, okay. I'll watch
So,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, but I wonder also if the color has to do with what they're into, because like Gandalf,
Yeah.
he's all about like the order of the light. or something, because when he's standing in the battle, like, I am keeper of the something stone, order of light, follower of light, or whatever. He goes into a little spiel about his like legitimate title.
Yeah, keeper of the flame of Ognog or something. Yeah.
No, so even like so I wonder if you kind of have to pick like I'm light fire, I'm water, like I'm grass type. You know, so you have to, like
Pokemon.
pick a type. Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
I
Can we
think-
talk about Pokemon? I know about that.
I think Saruman is actually of many colors. And he just
Okay.
wears a white robe over it. I think in the book.
Okay.
It sucks Ian's not here.
Yeah, he would know it.
He would know all of that.
Who?
Yeah. But that's all I'll say about wand lore.
That's it. We're done.
So you can be concluded in the
All right.
thing again.
New topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Pokemon.
I got nothing. You guys fucking talked about fucking Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and Halo, like in that order, reversed.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow, I got nothing.
Pretty
let's
much.
see.
Yeah. I was like, I played the multiplayer in the first thing, and then Harry Potter, I went on the ride, and then Lord of the Rings, I took a nap.
So, do you ever start taking a pee and then you have to poop?
I do not want to talk about like defecation again. We already did it once.
It's always the other way.
And one time is too many.
Yeah, it's always the other way.
No, it's happened to me. It sucks.
No. No. Who does that?
No, it happened to me.
Do you just see that you're in the room and you're just like, well, while I'm here, might
No,
as well
it-
lighten
no,
the
it's
load.
just
Did you
like-
wink at the end of that?
While
I'm here.
I kind of like weighed it, like the options in my head, but my eyes closed for some reason when I did
I don't know,
that.
man. I just had to pee and then I'm like, oh, now I gotta go number 2. Just like while I'm peeing.
This is your list of things to talk about.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's why I'm letting Tom take the
No,
helm.
but the question is, have you ever
Christmas.
pooped and then not peed in the instance, or do
Every
is
once,
it, do you
every once
always?
in a great while.
Well, now that I think about it, I never think about it.
Yeah.
So I've never,
You winked again. You did it again.
I've never really like done it.
I never thought about pooping and peeing. Wink.
Yeah, I've never.
Does
like,
that mean you did?
I never
You're
paid
trying to trick
attention.
them, or?
Do you ever do that thing where you're just like, you get down, you get something good to read or something, or you're on your phone, and you don't even realize you pooped, but you're like, oh, why am I here? Oh, I'm already done? When did I even
No,
start?
I've never done that.
Never done that? I've
I'm
done
always
that.
aware of the fact that I'm in the bathroom.
Well, yeah,
like, doing
I
stuff.
know where I am, but like, I'm like, whoa,
But I mean,
that
like,
already happened?
No, I'm aware of
I've had that before.
of
Yeah.
the mechanics
Which
of
is
the gears
great.
turning.
Yeah. I mean, if I didn't have it pre-programmed that you wipe every time you just get off a toilet, I might have just walked out of the room without knowing it. But like, that's kind of pre-programmed in. Yeah.
Oh, welcome to Poop Podcast, everybody. Where Tom wants to talk about poop a lot.
Hey, I'm trying to include you.
I don't.
You didn't like Harry Potter. You poop.
This is 4 things in a row that I know nothing about.
Speaking of poop and you, when I was in your toilet the other day, you left one little tiny guy in there.
He wouldn't go down.
I tried to push him down with my pee. He wouldn't go down. He's yeah.
I flushed again and then came back up again. I was
Yeah.
like, I just don't.
It was
fucking
like
care at
Noah's
this
Ark.
point.
I
That's
just
wasted
couldn't push
water
it
that
down.
I have to pay for now that I'm in this home. 2, I wanted you to have a fun little mini game.
I did.
So
Until he started going under the lip, and then I lost him. I didn't want to pee on the seat.
That little
Yeah.
bugger's a real asshole, isn't
He
he?
is. Yeah, all right, done with poop.
Gross.
Yeah. No, that's about that. So, after the last time we played our drinking card game,
Yeah.
someone colored in and connected your mustache to your beard. Would
Yeah.
you consider that, or can you even do that?
That's what I'm trying to do. It's
Oh,
just
so
not.
it just doesn't grow?
Yeah. What do you think? I just shaved this spot.
Yeah, I thought that was just your look.
This little
No, dude,
area?
it sucks.
Yeah, it just won't. That
Are you
one
the
little
same way?
teensy
Let
I
me
can't.
see.
I would, but I can't.
Yeah.
Yours isn't as meaty. Yours is more like Amish look. I don't know. Yours is pretty Amish looking.
Here's the thing. I look more Amish because my mustache is straight blonde
Yeah.
Yeah.
and my beard is straight brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
true.
not gonna spend money to color
Mine's
my
like
hair
weirdly
like a woman.
red.
Yeah, it's like black with reddish tints to
Yeah.
it. It's like odd.
And then well, like it's starting to go. Like it goes all the way down to here, and there's just a small gap where it doesn't connect, and then there's beard.
Does it bug you that it like hooks under and like taps you on the lip?
Yeah,
Little hairs. That bugs the shit out of me.
I was gonna trim it, but then like Jacob was like, "Oh well, if you keep letting it go, you could like twirl it and stuff." And I was like, "Oh boy!" And then I started twirling it sometimes, like this.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Can you
twirl.
see? Oh yeah, you got a little bit there.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of Jack Sparrow, just like
Yeah.
a tiny bit of it.
And like I feel like if I just like
Yeah, you're gonna have to get rid of the stuff at like the edge.
yeah.
'cause that's just
Well,
hanging.
but if I keep letting it go, then it'll hopefully fucking connect.
Yeah.
So I can have a goddamn.
it's
like,
just gonna
full
Fu Manchu
beard.
hang into
Yeah,
your
and
beard.
I'm just gonna be like, and then nobody's gonna know because they're gonna curl intertwined, and then it's just gonna like become like a dread beard.
It's gonna be sweet. You can braid it. or
Yeah,
something.
and I'll put pirate beads in it, and then
Yeah.
I'll do dumb things on
And
YouTube.
then I'll bang you.
Would you guys ever be grossed out?
Because you'll be a pirate.
Oh yeah, you. Oh, he admits it.
He
Would
admits.
you guys ever be grossed out if, like, during a podcast, just so, because you know, it sucks to leave in the middle of one. If I just took a bottle and just started peeing under the table into it,
You already got up twice to get water, and now you're not going to get up to piss. You're going to pee in the bottle.
well, yeah,
That's your
well,
line in the
takes
sand.
peeing takes
That's
longer
it.
than going like what 15 feet
he's
to the
like-
fridge to grab a water.
Yeah. Tom's like, I can spare being off the podcast for 15 seconds, but 35.
I bet
doing
I
it.
could not pee not comfortably. I'd be rushing it.
You just
I
be
got
like,
a pretty full bladder at this point.
Yeah,
dude,
dude,
squeeze
he's gotta
like
get-
when you like muscle your bladder.
You
it
muscle
hurts.
I think
your
you
piss out.
can get a. you
We're
can-
doing
back,
it
we're
again.
back.
Welcome to Poopy Podcast.
Yeah, for Poopy
Us.
Poop.
Woohoo! We talk about poop, talk about pee, talk about butts. Poopy Podcast butts. That's
don't-
what it is.
I don't know what my next game I need to complete is. I'm still in the middle of Brackfrag because it takes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
hold
talk
on,
about
hold
it
on.
again because every podcast because I'm
Wait.
never gonna beat it.
I haven't
Bioshock
played-
Infinite. There, we talked about both.
Yeah,
of them.
yeah, there you go.
I haven't-
X-Men. Dead Future
X-Men.
Past.
I haven't played a video game in like 2.5 weeks.
Why not?
I've just we've
busy.
been busy, very busy.
Oh, yeah.
The
moving
last
and
one I
everything.
played was Rogue Legacy, and I haven't touched that in like 2.5 weeks.
I'm like halfway through the last mission of Thief.
yeah, Jacob's been
I
playing.
don't really know much
during-
about that.
During export time, he's been playing Thief.
Yeah.
I have just not had time to like do something.
I never played any of the other Thief games, which are apparently like coveted classics of stealth
yeah,
games.
they're like cult. They're like cult status.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So spooky.
the
so
new one's
spooky
like what?
cult.
It's like whatever. It's average.
I don't remember what my next one is then. I don't know. I'm pissed off because my Blu-ray player completely updated, but it won't play my Star Wars Episode 2 because I got the sweet Blu-ray collection that has all
Yeah.
6 of them.
Yeah.
It won't play it.
Why?
Dude, it sucks.
I don't know.
That's not a video game though.
No, it's a movie.
Episode.
Was it you that showed
Episode
me
1
like
Pod Racing's
the?
a video game. We could play that one.
true.
Oh wait, no, that's not true. I did play a video game. I just beat Conkers again.
Oh,
With
yeah.
Chris because he was down and he hung out and he just sat in our house for 5
And
fucking
got me
days.
It was
sick.
it was much more enjoyable on the Xbox when you had the 2 joysticks
Yes.
and you could strafe.
They did. They did.
Yeah,
Well, you could strafe.
You
on
could
the
strafe.
N64.
You guys
yeah
just didn't
on the
use
yellow
C
pet
buttons for
D-pad.
some reason.
I hated that. I
They
hated
didn't
the
even
C
know they
buttons.
could. They didn't try.
Eric didn't even know. Like I'm shooting the teddies and he's just like, "How the fuck are you moving?"
Eric just has a problem where he just doesn't fucking hit buttons
he just
when
doesn't.
he plays a game.
Remember when he was trying
Yeah.
to do the race? He didn't hit up to go faster.
Any game where you have to stop moving to aim and then look around, awful.
Resident Evil.
Everybody's in the front.
I only played one Resident Evil, Escape from Raccoon City or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Raccoon City.
Raccoon City.
It was awful.
Wahoo! It was a bunch of
That was my game. That was my game that I regret buying.
Hey!
Everyone's got a game. I forgot.
Raccoon
That's my
City
game.
got very poor reviews.
It left a terrible taste of Resident Evil in my mouth. I like
Yeah.
the movies. I think
So
Mila Jovovich
so
is awesome,
y-
but-
so yours is Raccoon City. Jacob's is Too Human.
Human.
Lee's is Brink.
Yep.
And this is a game that you went and you bought without like waiting for reviews and then
Going to the bathroom. Can't wait.
Everyone has
I'm
one
gonna
game
die.
that they didn't like read reviews or they just saw the trailer or whatever and they're like, this game looks awesome. I'm just gonna buy it
And they
when it
just
comes
bought
out.
it.
It's just awesome.
And
And
then-
then it just turned out it sucked. And then you never did that again.
I mean, I've pretty much always looked at reviews. I would have to say, I guess Fable 2.
That wasn't a bad game.
It wasn't
though.
bad, but it wasn't great. It was just like whatever. And I spent my last bit
That's
of
true.
money
I guess
on
that
it.
like that's the closest thing that you have to
Yeah,
that version.
because I've always that and then like
Also after that, we stopped buying like a bunch of copies of one game that's like a one-player game.
yeah. Well, that was supposed to be multiplayer.
It was supposed to be, yeah.
And we didn't look at reviews. We just knew it was multiplayer, and then we were like, "We're gonna play together." And then we were just ghosts that hung out in each other's like
Yeah.
zones for a little bit. And
That sucked.
There you go. Way under 35.
Oh, 35 seconds.
were you,
Way under
were you
35.
counting?
No.
Oh.
No, he's just.
I did count 34 and 35 though.
And then besides that, I think it would be Resident Evil Outbreak because I bought that and it was just average.
It was kind of weird because were all the games where like you'd walk into a room and then you get one weird angle for that whole room. And
Yeah.
you have to move through that.
Well, that's how the old Resident Evils worked.
I just didn't.
I got
wasn't
I
into
got it
that.
for the online capabilities because that's when PS2 had online. And it was just like new,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was cool. But some downsides were just like you couldn't do voice chat, so you only had like a select number of things you could say to like your teammates and shit, and
Yeah.
just it was kind of clunky. It wasn't terrible. It was just whatever.
Yeah.
And I bought it release day, so I would say that or Fable 2.
Okay.
But I wasn't like
Wait, Fable 2 what?
I bought Fable 2 like release day, and I wasn't
Yeah.
stoked over it.
You weren't? I liked all the
Well,
Fables.
It was
like-
all right.
He spent the last of
I
his
spent
money.
the last of my money. Like I
Oh.
quit.
In
I
high
quit my
school?
job at the car wash a little bit ago. And
You
I was
loved
down to
it
like,
there.
huh?
You loved it there.
Yeah, I did.
At first.
I was there.
I was kidding. You actually, I don't even
Probably-
know if you liked it or not.
Well, like when they first started working there, it was like super easy, and then they just progressively got shittier. They made him do more work.
Get PUP. I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
It was alright.
And I tried to get a job there, and they just wouldn't fucking give it to me. Instead, they gave it to a guy that steals and does coke.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean,
But yeah.
I guess I
enjoyed,
Yeah, I guess it was fine. You guys like hated the ones you got though. Like,
Yeah.
I heard Raccoon City was shit.
I hated it.
Yeah, and then you really didn't
whatever.
like. You really didn't like. You really didn't like Too Human. Like you were really.
I didn't finish
Was
it.
that the one where you're on? No,
Yeah.
what's the one where you're on an ice
He was like a
planet?
space Viking.
It was Viking mythology,
Yeah.
like Thor and
What's
shit.
the-
But you were like humanoid robot gods.
Yeah, on the
on,
cover,
like,
it was like a
Earth.
bald person with like blue dots on
Yeah,
his head or
he's got,
something.
like,
It was like
a
a weird mix of like
tribal
sci-fi and
tattoo
fantasy, and like in the trailers, I'm like,
shit.
this looks awesome, and then it sucks.
Is Lonely Planet? Is that the one where you're on like an ice planet?
Lost Planet, yeah.
Lost Planet. That was Joe's.
I bought like
He
You
didn't
didn't
know-
like Lost Planet?
He didn't know you constantly lost life the whole game.
Oh, I like Lost Planet.
He didn't like that.
I
think
liked
he-
it.
He returned it.
I played through Lost Planet 2. I bought it for like $15.
He pre-reserved
It
the
was fun for
special edition.
$15, but the controls were garbage.
2. Jacob and I played 2, and it was not very good.
Maybe
But
I don't
he
know.
did not
Maybe
pay
that
a
was
lot
it.
for it, so it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, that was.
I think he
whatever.
pre-reserved like the special, like the $70 one. Or whatever.
Oh shit.
That would be a pain in the butt.
Yeah,
if you
Lost
pay,
Planet
if you
2
pay $70 for a game and you're like that's
Yeah, and
that's
Lost Planet-
disappointing.
In Lost Planet 2, you collect like the energy stuff from other guys you kill.
Yeah.
And then you can like regenerate your health with it. You hold the select button on an Xbox 360 controller.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're getting help.
which is super weird.
What kind of
It doesn't
button is
step for
that?
anything
Yeah.
ever.
What kind of button is that?
Select and start should never have any gameplay purpose.
Yeah.
Click the
It
pause.
was dumb.
Yeah. And bring up an options menu. There's
Yeah.
just 2 menus. That's all they should bring
Yeah,
up.
options.
Yeah,
That's
settings.
what we need.
Set 'em up.
Options.
Like we have the option. Oh, you killed it. You killed the segue.
Sorry,
Dude, I'm really excited to do video with this, and so that way they can see your pirate chick and be framed up on the wall.
I don't know if she's gonna be in
She
the
might be
background of
in
the
Ape
podcast.
Booze.
She might be in.
She'll be in the background of one of the shows.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I like how you guys have also used literally pretty much every corner of every room, other
Yeah.
than like Ian's room and your bedrooms to film stuff.
Yeah.
And who knows? I might use that. I might use my room for Rex Parlor shit.
Yeah.
You could do some kind of like hidden webcam in Ian's room. Never tell him.
Ooh.
We'll just have a show where it's just like,
Him laying
Yeah,
in his
eat-
bed watching Netflix.
eat-
Reading Lord of the
sleeping.
Rings. That's your
yeah. And then it's just like, look at that fucking guy.
Yeah.
Fucking.
It'll be awesome.
Well, that's why we had to get a house because Jacob wanted to make all these dumb shows.
Yeah, I'm excited.
They're
I hope-
coming. I promise.
I hope they're super dumb. It's gonna be fun.
Super dumb.
They'll be dumb, but hopefully you'll like them.
Well, like by the time when we
By the
put
time you hear this, hopefully you will have already liked them.
this
Yeah.
one will be
And
up.
commented
there will
and
be-
subscribed.
And
yeah. This one will be up. And
well
there'll be,
played.
like, 2
Good
shows.
form, Jack.
Bazing. Not guh. I know that.
Actually,
makes you
speaking
mad.
of that, we kind of have to get back to work on those projects.
Yeah.
Like now, before I just fall asleep from exhaustion.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
Dude, Wanlord wears
So we
his
should
out.
probably go. What?
Wanlord talking about it wears Tristan out. He gets so
But like
he
a
gets so
lullaby.
worn out.
No!
There he goes. Oh, he's falling into the mirror of Irised.
Oh, Tristan, no!
No. Oh. Oh, well, Tristan's dead.
He touched the black wood.
Never touch the black wood. I know it's just wood, but apparently that color makes it awful.
I'm in the mirrors now. This is how we sound in the mirrors.
This is a higher octave.
It's kind of muffled simultaneously, though.
Thanks for
Yeah.
listening. Bye.
Hey, this was. Did we say your names?
Yes.
I don't know. All right.
Bye.
This is Swole Member 8008.
I'm Tristan.
I'm Tom.
From behind the mirrors.
I'm Mickey Mouse.
Ooh, let's have sexual intercourse because you are the thing that I want. Put on this strawberry costume and pee on my face.